Hey guys. So, interestingly enough, I've had a lot of abundance. I think I keep saying that, but it's like the best kind, right? Like the synchronicities and meeting people and the people coming into your life at the right time, at the right moment. And it's been interesting as my popularity grows on my YouTube channel. The different communications and contacts I'm getting. And I was recently led in a really cool direction, which is why, I'm going to turn my blinker off just for a second because I think everyone knows I'm parked on the side of the road. I just was recently encouraged to research what an actual starseed was. And I had a basic idea of what a starseed was, but I never really felt curious to like delve deep into it. But yeah, I finally did. And then I started researching the different kinds of star seeds, and it's really exciting. So much of what is unfolding for me and the things I've been seeing, the visions and the things that have been, coming to me while meditating, or even when I just close my eyes and go to bed. I don't know how many people have had this experience where like, it literally feels right now, like for the last 2 to 3 weeks, it feels like my brain is like on some kind of live wire. Like it's like, and I think back now, and I've had this going on for a long time, and I think I confused it with a feeling of anxiousness. And I was thinking that my body was like reacting to having high anxiety, because it also would affect my eyes, where my eyes would be like really sensitive to light, but it also feels like there's something going on behind my eyelids. Like, the feeling you get after you've stared at a screen for too long? Any of my gamers out there, you're like hardcore game for 2 days straight. You close your eyes and your eyes like blink, 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 blink. Yeah, it feels like that. So that's been going on though for a long time. I would get breaks in between, since pretty much my birthday, since I turned 40. Who knew? But these last 3 weeks, it's been non-fucking stop. And it gets intense, to the point where I kind of have to force myself to meditate, or just go and be still outside. Because if I don't, I start to I get very overstimulated. There's just a lot, whatever's going on in my subconscious, whatever's going on back there, is a lot. It's a lot. Which is cool. As long as I pace myself. But yeah, it's been intense. And then, so I started looking up star seeds. I started realizing my connections to things I didn't even realize I've been connected to for so long, but it makes so much sense now. The different, synchronicities, the things that have come up in my life, the different things that, even people that I never would have expected to be interested in topics like Nibiru or the Anunnaki and all that. It's just interesting. Right? That I have base knowledge of things from random circumstances that have prepared me for what is now currently unfolding in my mind and outside of my mind and everywhere in all the other parallel realities. And the other thing though too is I know that sometimes, I don't share a lot and I might seem mysterious, but it's because the things that I share are things that I feel need to be said in the moment that I'm sharing. And there's some things that, if you follow my journey, I think if I have a playlist, right, with all my videos that I've made since I began really buckled down and began this whole letting go and leveling up journey, you can follow the progression. You can even see how physically my body changes and how my face, changes and fluctuates. It's kind of fascinating, honestly. It really fascinates me, because even my fingers and my hands. Has anyone ever experienced that, where your body physically, when you start to meditate and download these downloads and these DNA sequences from above and below, has anyone felt their body physically change? My toenails, super weird, dude. It's like I'm losing a layer of something and I'm growing new things in place of it. It's trippy. I don't even know how to explain it. It's trippy. And it's weird. It almost feels itchy, like I'm shedding my skin like a snake or a lizard. It's really cool, but weird. Anyways, yeah. I'll let you, I won't explain that to you because it's probably gross. But I do find it really fascinating. And I do know that, you know, all these synchronicities are just the universe giving me the abundance, the reassurance I need to know I'm doing things right. Because you know what? We all have doubts. I am not going to tell you I don't have doubts. I have big doubts sometimes. As an example, the one thing that was 2 months ago, I have known who my person is, like who my overflow person is in this reality. I know who they are, and I've known for months now, and it's been really freaking hard to be patient about it, but I still had a lot of growing to do. I still had a lot of healing to do, and there was a lot of things so I knew that they probably did too, because if I was doing it, they were doing it, right? That's the whole point. You mirror each other, so it's kind of cool. But the other problem though too was that I was starting to doubt it because the amount of pain and suffering I could feel from everywhere all at once over the last week, it was intense, which can make you in a low vibration sometimes, but it wasn't lasting. It was something, once I felt it, once I really let myself feel it and I let it go. I mean, it took me about a day to kind of get my physical body back into a swing of things, but I feel a lot better today. And I'm really glad I got to have that experience because it was humbling. It made me realize that it's okay to be afraid of things not working out, but it's also okay to let it go and have faith. And I have to have faith. I mean, there's no way I can't. My higher self and my other me's, I'm gonna start calling myself we. I think I get that now. The whole concept of everyone calling themselves a we in royalty. Yeah, I think it was an adopted colonial thing that they didn't understand why other cultures might have called themselves a we, a person in position of power or, in a society or a tribe somewhere, a pagan tribe, as they would like to call it. They might refer to themselves as a we, but I think it's because those people who were calling themselves a we really understood that they were more than just one person and one reality, that there was multiple of them and multiple realities all at once. So when they spoke as a we, it's because they were communing with all of themselves and all of the realities, and their intention and focus. Oh, think about that for a second, okay? Think about that. If you had, say, even just 10 of you in 10 different realities all at once with the same intention and the same focus and the same purpose, think about the power behind that. Okay, that was the we. Anyways, I got distracted. What was I saying? Shoot. Anyways, we'll come back to that later. So yeah, I knew who my person was in this reality, and I had to be patient and focus on myself and just trust the process. And that was also a good exercise, right? Because then not only am I learning more patience, which I need, I'm also gaining more faith, because the more I trust myself, the more I do these exercises of trust and faith, the stronger my faith grows. And the reason why I know eventually I'm going to meet my person is because the idea of being vulnerable and letting somebody love me and care for me scares the fucking shit out of me. Like, it terrifies me. So I know it's happening because fear is your go sign. Fuck. But that's when you know it's going to be amazing, because the more it challenges you, the more amazing it's going to be. It just is. So with all that being said, the other thing I want to give a huge shout out to for anyone who is following me out there, I'm not looking to make a connection with anyone who wants a romantic interest in me at this point, because I do know who my person is. So if you all feel like you want to get to know me and, find out what I'm all about, I'm probably going to feel really closed off to you. I'm probably going to feel like I'm not interested, because once you know who your overflow person is, it doesn't make sense to waste your energy entertaining ideas that aren't going to happen, because they're not going to happen. Sorry, it's just not going to happen. But also learning my true origins has been really cool. That's something that's going to have to be shared later, not in this video, because there's more to come. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're practicing trusting yourself, because it'll only grow the more you do it. And sometimes it is that leap of faith, but it'll grow. So trust the process, no matter how much it pushes your patience. Have a great day, guys.